Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk August favorites. August flew by, but it also took so long because we get excited for September, you know what I mean? Like collectively, I think everybody gets super stoked for the next season whenever we're like not in it yet. And fall specifically, fall and spring are like the beautiful transitional dynamic seasons where like everything is in movement, things are changing, and you can feel that energy as the season approaches. Like you just get this excited emotion, this excited feeling like something is coming. I've been driving and I'll see the leaves start to fall off the trees, and we don't really, in SoCal, like we don't really get all the beautiful colors, or at least where I live, like I don't see, you know, the fire, the red and the orange and the yellow. Like I don't see it that much, but I do see the leaves fall, and I'll literally send up a prayer like, thank you God for showing me this, because this made my day. Like I get so excited. I see one leaf fall. And then Adrian and I went to Claremont the other day to do a little evening stroll. As I was walking around the car, I look down and I see like dried up leaves in the gutter, and I was like, babe, look down. And he was like, oh. And I was like, fall's coming. August is gone. Bye bye. Bye. And welcome September. I kind of want to do, well, for the September, the autumn equinox, I think me and my friends are gonna do like a little night in, movie night, burning some candles, making some little pumpkin fairy houses. So there's a lot of things, like excited things that we have planned for September. Before we begin the August favorites, these tiny things are worth getting excited about. Like tiny little activities, tiny little small fun things that you get to do. Like I don't know where being an adult became like this thing where you can't get excited about things, but I want to make an entire video on why we should be excited and why you should be excited about everything. All the tiny little things coming up, and whenever the season changes and like all these little things you're excited about, it's worth it. It's valid to be excited about those. To elaborate, I'm mainly speaking on things that adults would often think are not worth getting excited about. Maybe it's something inevitable like the season changing and wanting to celebrate that, or just finding a new favorite color. These are things that may seem small, but if it sparks joy in your heart or it brings back a sense of childlike wonder, it's definitely worth exploring and it's definitely worth celebrating. Starting off with my August favorites, we're gonna do products first. This first one I don't have the physical item to show you because it's sold out. Everyone bought it. It's the Medicube PDRN face mask. This was like super trendy on TikTok. And honestly, it's like one of those few items where I'm like, I totally get why everybody bought it, and I'm not even mad about it. Like I knew when I picked it up the first time that this was gonna happen, because the people that were helping me out at Ulta were like, oh my gosh, we just got that in. Like they were all like freaking out, and I was like, what is it? But after putting it on, like I get it. It's really, really good. It's a face mask that you put on, and I like to leave it on overnight. It starts off as this like baby pink, and then it becomes translucent and kind of like molds to your face. Dude, the next day your skin looks like you were just birthed. Like it looks like plump and just like bouncy. Like you can just do this Redken all soft mega curls. So my nail girl told me about this. She was like, she had just color treated her hair, and then I also recently color treated my hair, and she was telling me that when she dyed her hair, obviously her curls were compromised because of the damage that bleach does to your hair. So like her wave pattern was all like out of whack, and I was telling her that I'm having the same issue right now after I had lightened my hair and then color treating it again. Like I just felt like, dude, there's no light at the end of the tunnel for me. I've been trying to moisturize it, trying to hydrate it. And she told me about this conditioner, and she's like, dude, after using it, I noticed immediately. It's always cool when you use a product and you're not anticipating what it's going to do. Like you just use it, you forget that you used it, and then you notice the effects of the product. And that's exactly what happened with this one. I used it in the shower, and then I got out of the shower, I did my regular like wavy hair routine. I put in, what is it called? Curlsmith's little leave-in conditioner thing. And that's what I always do. I always do the same like hair routine after the shower. But then as it dried, there was like no frizz. Like You guys, my hair is usually super frizzy and it's not frizzy. Like this is, and I totally forgot that I used it, right? So I was like, got out of the shower, put my hair in my little Kitsch like hair towel thing, and I let it sit and plop for like 15 minutes. I take it out and I was like, hold up. Then I had to get the day started, right? So I started moving around. I was in the car and then I was like, hold up. Hold up. Usually like once I get in the car and I start moving around and like going on with my day, my hair, it like slowly gets bigger and bigger. And I was like, oh, wait, she looks good right now. I'm having a good hair day. So I blamed on the good hair day, right? But then I used it again last night and like literally this isn't the same wave pattern that I had originally before I color treated my hair, but this is a lot better than what it was looking like directly after. And before I used this, my hair was not looking like this at all. There was like absolutely like no wave pattern. It was crispy. And now it's finally getting its soft moment again, like its little soft wave pattern back. Thank you, Redken. I owe you my life. Oh, did you want to say hi? Come here. This is the baby. Have you guys ever met the baby? She is our little baby girl. She's so strong. I was never a big pit bull fan before we adopted her. And I don't know if I told you guys a story about us adopting her, but we saw on this foster Instagram post, people saying she hasn't had a single application, and Adrian and I, our hearts broke when we like put in an application and we got her. And she's been with us for a couple years now. Okay, go to your bed. Go to your bed. I'm not gonna feed you right now. Go over there. Far away. She's so dirty. Ew, wait, let me wash my hands. It's disgusting. Okay, next thing on the list. I've talked about this. You guys have heard me talk about this before. This is the Casa Murati perfume in Italica. This is delicious. It's kind of like almond, toffee, vanilla. I think there's bourbon in it. I've also been wearing fragrances after I shower at night, and this is like a bedtime fragrance too. This is the perfect cozy fragrance. This is gonna be beautiful to wear in fall and in winter. Like I already know this is gonna be probably one of my go-tos. This one and Dave by Henry Rose. I really like Dave by Henry Rose and the longevity of that fragrance. This one I feel like doesn't last that long. It's probably like a few hours, but it's so good. For clothes and accessories, we've got my black strappy Coach heels. I got these secondhand at Deluxe. The soles were like messed up, but I went to my parents' house because they have super glue, and I glued them and I put this like clamp on the ends and they are holding up. Like I tried them out with a full day of walking and they were fine. I do find that with heels that are like more skinny on the bottom, obviously it's a safety hazard if you're not careful when you walk, but these are beautiful. Like they're so autumn. I love these. As soon as I saw them too, I was like, dude, you are beautiful. I love the studs on them and like the strappiness. It kind of has like a snake skin type of leather. Speaking of snakeskin, The Real messaged me this morning when they're like, hey, your obsession is on sale. So dangerous. It's literally so dangerous. Fendi snakeskin slingback pumps. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. These are so sexy. The only reason I'm like, don't know if I should do it is because, okay, first of all, estimated retail $650. These are $90. They're a size 9, which is like, I'm like, frick. Like I am like an 8.5 to 9, but I don't know if like the 9 would be too big. I literally just want to get them, but they're also a really tall heel. Like this looks like kind of intimidating for me. The next favorite, okay, this one I'm really stoked about because I've had my eyes on it for a really long time. I named her Sasha. This is my Zadig & Voltaire suede fringe rock clutch, and she smells like leather. Like sometimes you just want to hug stuff, you know? Like there's very few things that I splurge on or that I treat myself to that are expensive. This one was expensive in a way where like I was thinking about it as an investment piece, like something that I can have forever. And to me, this is classic. It's fringe, it's black, it's suede. The thing I am nervous about is that it's suede, and I don't know why I always gravitate toward the most sensitive material. Like suede, I always find suede jackets that I love that I can't wash, or like wool. Wool is a little bit better in terms of like durability, but suede, like, oh my gosh, you cannot be taking this around in the rain, you can't be taking it around in the dirt. You can clean suede, but it's not like regular leather, you know what I mean? Like you can't beat it up. I have to actually take care of this, which I'm kind of like, okay, so when I thought about it, I was like, well, maybe you can turn this into a lesson. Like you can treat your items with care and respect. Sometimes with my belongings, I throw them around like as if they're invincible. Even with my clothes, taking them on and off, washing them, how I care for my pieces, it isn't in the way that I should, and I want to be more mindful about how much care I put into my items. If I switch out of this bag, I want to be able to put this in the dust bag, because these are like small, like it takes like 1 second to do the extra step, and it will preserve the longevity of your item and of the product. This is my first clutch, so it is like a purse, but in terms of how much it can carry, it's definitely clutch vibes, because she's kind of squishy. She's kind of squished in here. I can fit things, but my day-to-day lifestyle, like I throw everything in my purse. Like I throw like a bunch of junk in it. So I guess this is another good thing, because then like I can be more mindful about what I'm taking with me. See how I always turn it into a positive? Like it's more fun that way. This Buck Mason tee. This is the Buck Mason Pima tee. It's the perfect white tee. Like they have it in different colors, but the way that it fits around the arm, the collar, the length, the feel of it, it's 100% cotton. Something about wearing 100% cotton feels so pleasant on the skin. It feels like my skin can breathe. It's also extremely soft. I got a rabbit's foot keychain, you guys. I love collecting keychains, then I'll cycle through which ones I want to keep on my keys, because I don't like when it's a lot. One of my distinct memories is my dad saying to not put a lot of keys on my key ring, because then when you put your key in the car, it weighs down. I don't know if that's true, I never fact checked it, but it like weighs down the thing. You know what I'm talking, you know what this means? So I try to keep it light, and I've definitely gone through like different seasons of keychains and what I like to keep on it, but I just have my regular car fob, and then I have my house key, which is this adorable peace sign from Goodworth & Co. I love this one. Adrian has one too. When we moved in together, I got us like 2 really fun custom keys. My rabbit's foot. So I was like, I wanted a rabbit's foot keychain, and then I was on Etsy looking for them, and then I thought, okay, wait, are they just killing the rabbit for the feet? Because if they are, then I don't want to support, right? I end up messaging a seller, and I was like, hey, just wondering like where you get the rabbit's foot from, where you get these feet from. And he was like, oh, I actually I'm a high school student and I own my own rabbitry. So I raise the rabbits to sell for meat, and I like to use like every part of the rabbit. So I sell the rabbit feet keychains. And I was like, oh, you're a high schooler, like doing your own business, like, okay, I'll support. So I ended up getting this one, and it's so soft. I love it. And it looks beautiful. I tried to put it on with my pepper spray, and it wasn't the same vibe as like keeping it simple like this. So I took the pepper spray off, which makes me nervous because like I like having pepper spray on me. But for the vibes, we'll keep it like this for a while. For media, the song Genius by Raven Lenae, I've had it on repeat. I just really like it. And then All Music by Chris Isaak. I've been listening to Chris Isaak a lot. I always play this like my fall playlist once it gets a little bit gloomy, and it was kind of cloudy the other day, so I had it on. I had Wicked Game by Chris Isaak playing, but then I was like, let me just get into his music. Like sometimes I listen to a song but I don't like do a deep dive into the artist, and Adrian kind of taught me that he likes to go into like albums and like see like the story behind it, and with the producers, and pretty much like the artist's direction with the album. So I went through some of his music and I was like, wait, It's really good. For YouTube, there is this creator that I subscribed to a while back, but I've been like deep diving into more videos. It's Jared Henderson, and he does videos on philosophy for the modern world. I think that like getting into philosophy and getting into things that interest you can be intimidating because you don't really know where to start. So finding a creator that makes videos or any sort of media that's more easily digestible for somebody coming from like no background in philosophy. Like I took one philosophy class in college, but I don't remember much from the class. Sometimes when you try to read up on philosophy or like learn about philosophy, it's hard, especially considering philosophy itself is all about thinking and all about epistemology. So it's like, it can kind of become this tangled web. So he's made it very, very easy to understand the concepts, which I have appreciated because there's certain philosophical takes and think pieces that I've been wanting to get a deeper understanding in and actually take notes. For my movements for August favorites, I've been practicing my handstand. I don't know why. I was like, I'll like think of something that I can't do and then I'll like try to work on it as my project until I can do it. I was doing that with pull-ups where I couldn't do a single pull-up, so I slowly worked my way up to that, which there's so many videos on how to master a single pull-up, like to get your pull-ups. And for me, like, you know how they have the ones where like you can use a strap and do like negatives and like all this stuff? For me, I literally just use the assisted pull-up machine at the gym where you can add more weight, which will make it easier for that little plate that you're putting your knees on to lift you up into your pull-up. And I just slowly decreased the weight, and eventually I just got on the regular pull-up thing and just did a free weight pull-up. And that was the way that I got my pull-up, and slowly I've been trying to add more reps in. Same with a push-up. Like, I feel like if you're gonna do it right. So like mastering the form of a single push-up and then slowly working up your strength to be able to do multiple. Okay, finding your center, making sure your form is correct, which is so easy to like not know what you're doing. So I always like to record myself and look back at the video and see like, okay, this was misaligned. I wasn't tucking in my my tailbone. Like, things were not good. Things were a little wonky. And then correcting myself from there. Once I kind of got that down and I was doing like a pike on a wall where I was, I'll insert a clip, but I was doing that, then once a day I will start off in that and then lift my legs up and have my husband be there behind me to help me when I like fall backward. It's been really fun. It's been fun, it's been challenging, and I love trying new hard things for my body because it's like some sort of like psychological reward when you start to get it and you feel yourself getting stronger and you feel your body connecting to the movement. And then my last favorite for this month is actually this cute little book. I got this at Barnes & Noble. I'd never heard of Midori before. It's a popular stationery brand in Japan. I really like how it can lay flat. Like, it's very convenient. It makes it more functional to write. I like the size of this book. I just keep this in my purse with me. And this is a book specifically for ideas, video ideas, things I want to research. I have like video topics, and then whenever I think of something to add to the concept, I write it down in the book, and then I can use this later to make videos. That is it for this month's favorites. I'm excited for this next month of videos because I have a lot of really fun ideas that I have been meditating on. And I was in the shower the other day shampooing my head, and I was visualizing myself outside of my body shampooing my head, like if I was to clone myself and then shampoo my own head. And I don't know why the scripture, "You cannot serve two masters," like popped in my head as I was like mindfully massaging myself. And I was like, oh my gosh. Immediately I connected that to my relationship with technology, specifically TikTok and short form media on my phone, and how lost I can get in it, how much time I devote to it, which in a way it has become a god that I would go to. It really didn't sit right with me. It was like this like knock on my chest of like, we really need to reevaluate my relationship with technology. And so immediately after I got out of the shower, I deleted the app from my phone, and I have deleted TikTok for like, I think 3 months at one point. In those 3 months, like I felt like such a creative burst. I think what the thing about it is with TikTok and a lot of short form content and social media in general, you're not really able to filter through and give permission to what enters your like space and your energetic force, you know what I mean? So it's like when videos pop up, you don't get to pick yes or no. Like YouTube, you get to see exactly what you're gonna watch before you click play, and you know what you're signing up for. With TikTok and Instagram and all of these heavily monetized social media apps that are trying to push you to buy things, or push you to stay on the app, and you don't even know really what you're looking at until you scroll to it. It's just not really been, it hasn't felt right with me. And the problem is that it's so addictive that like I constantly go back to it. So I'm really hoping that this time I can stay firm in my self-control to like not be on TikTok and to hardly be on Instagram. I do like Instagram for posting all of my like movement videos for my fit account, like my fitness account. I don't know, I also get lost on Instagram too because I find myself going to Reels because it like takes place of TikTok. So I'm gonna have to find a way to limit that and like do something about that. I also remember seeing a video of somebody talking about how they stopped all social media and their creativity flourished. And that's not hard to believe, that's not surprising. It makes total sense because you don't go on the app thinking, oh my gosh, who can I compare myself to next? Like who's better, who's worse than me? It just happens so subconsciously where you see people doing creative things and you see people living out their dreams, and it's easier to vicariously live through them than to do it yourself. It really is about finding the equilibrium in your own life of seeing where you can be inspired by other people and where it's your turn. And the thing is that everybody is creative. So in some way it's going to stunt your creative growth if you're constantly subjecting yourself to staying on your phone for hours on end. It's not normal. It also like is a thief of your time. There's so many things that you could be doing. So I've been trying to be more mindful about that. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, subscribe and make yourself at home. I love it here. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.